Welcome back to the channel, and today I just want to have fun by creating a stunt snowmobile. I was looking at all these wavy snow mounds, and I just thought, how fun would it be to have a quick and nimble snowmobile style creation that I can actually control in the air, like when it's jumping in the air, and do flips and spirals and all kinds of stuff. So that is the challenge. Create a snowmobile that looks like a snowmobile, feels like a snowmobile, and just has the ability to control itself midair when it gets air. So I think for this one, instead of doing the small scale snowmobile like this one I built way back when the snow first came out, because this one I feel like is a little bit too small, because I want to add some suspension and stuff into it, so when we do catch air, we're gonna have some nice landings, or at least that's the goal, is to have some suspension into it. But also, it's just gonna be easier to build it to a bigger scale because we can fit the engines better, and we can use the bigger skis, and I just think it's gonna be an overall more pleasant experience. So that means I'm gonna be using this track is the next step up from this one, and then these skis. So yeah, I think that actually looks pretty proportional. I think they fit well with each other. So then for the seat, I guess we would use this seat, but we need it to be wide enough wheelbase, even though we don't have any wheels, that it's going to be stable and not tip over very much. I feel, I don't know, something like this. Okay, so for it to be a stunt snowmobile, I'm gonna use gyro. I'm gonna have gyro controls for like rolling ourselves and like flipping ourselves. It's not gonna have gyro stabilization though, because we need it to be able to tilt with the terrain, and gyro stabilization will interfere with not flat ground. All right, so there's our 3 axes of rotation. Now I said I was going to put suspension on this, and the way that I have the seat, when I was looking at pictures of snowmobiles, the seat is kind of above the tracks a little bit. Like the track sticks out a little bit, but the seat is above the tracks. So we kind of need to build it. If we want the tracks to have suspension, so the whole seat system, maybe we don't. Maybe that's not necessary, because the tracks do have a little bit of built-in suspension, and these have a little bit of built-in suspension. I don't know. Let's try to build the front of this thing to look as much like a snowmobile as I can do it. Oh, yeah, we got to fit engines in here too. I think up in the front here is definitely going to be the way to go. Oh, I forgot the skis need to turn. Guess we could do that. All right, let's do a quick test here. Oh, okay. Hold on. We need the engines. I can't use my pitch controls to control the engines. So the engines are going to be space and control. This is going to end up being a little confusing. Okay. Okay, this is a little weird. Okay, but that's kind of fine. We're definitely not as fast as I want to be, but the servos are definitely working exactly as I want them. Oh, yeah, S is not backwards. All right, we do have a speed issue. Definitely would want some more speed. The problem is we have a limited amount of space for our engines. I guess we could move these up a little bit and fit. I'm just worried a little bit about ground clearance under here, but I suppose that's actually kind of fine. Are we? Oh, this is level with these. Oh, it's just the tank tracks they sink a little bit more in the snow, I guess. All right, we're starting to get the shape working out here, it looks like. All right, I think the shape's coming together really well now. I put these little, I think there's these like pegs for your feet. I've never actually ridden a snowmobile before. Oh, probably some handlebars, huh? Yeah, that might also make sense. That could just be as simple as this. There we go. I think that looks fine. All right, I think this thing looks pretty good. Okay, well, that's a problem. Not a good look for a stunt snowmobile if I can't turn. Okay, that is a problem. Okay. This is not good. Woo! I mean, that's fun. If I don't turn... Man, the bounciness, though, on the snow. Alright, so we got a big problem where turning makes me want to flip a lot. As you can see, like, I can't turn at all. So what do I do about that? I got two options in my head right now. One is I add an additional roll gyro that makes me lean into the turns like this. But right now, this is not for roll. This is for, well, this is for roll, but it's for roll when I'm in the air. But I have a separate turning gyro, which allows me to actually, like, turn like that in the air, which looks like it needs to be stronger. Where is it? There it is. Because, yeah, this is not working out too well. All right, the stunts I feel like are going to be great once I can actually drive. So, yeah, there's that option. The other option I was thinking of is a gyro stabilizer for roll that when I'm on the ground is on, and then when I go in the air, it automatically turns off. The problem with that is those gyro stabilizers take up a lot of space, and I don't have any space to fit it right now. Unless I could probably kind of maybe stick it back here. Let's see. So it would be right there. Then we would get this in there. And bring these back. Now, that actually doesn't look too bad. So now what we need is a sensor that turns this on and off. But the problem with this is then if I'm on like a slope like this, it's gonna kind of stop us a little bit. But, well, it is kind of working though. It is actually working pretty well so far. I might want a little bit of both. I still think I do need to lean into the turn some, but then where am I gonna add that part? We need another one of these. We need a steering gyro. I guess we could do this. Add this here. I guess that doesn't make it look too much worse. Because, yeah, everywhere else is pretty much taken. There's a gyro in there. All right, that's probably too much, isn't it? Well, let's see where I'm going. Okay, yeah, that's definitely too much. All right, well, I'm definitely feeling more stable. But now the problem is if I get air and try to flip... Actually, that didn't feel too unnatural. Do we need boosters for this thing? All right, look at this jump. Woo! Okay, yeah, so now I can't roll. All right, so we do need... Well, that's the perfect spot for a sensor right there. Okay, good. This is working out so far. All right, so this is going to be off by default. And this sensor will turn it on. And how much distance for the sensor? Probably like 0.5 meters. I can't tell if it's detecting the ground or not. Ah, toggle should not be on. Okay. All right, so now you can see the arrow at the top of the gyro stabilizer is bright red. But if I catch some air, like this, you can see it turns off. And then turns back on. And it turns off. And it turns on. Yeah, so now we should be able to, like, do all of the flips and tricks and all that. All right, and I did not need suspension. All the built-in suspension looks perfectly fine. Okay, that actually might be too strong now. That felt a little bit unnatural. Now we're just gonna dial in our tricking sensitivity. It does down to like 4. Wheelie! Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. All right, can I do a spiral? Oh, yeah, there we go. That felt natural. That felt like a good speed. All right, this is a nice jump here. Let's try backflip. Woo! All right, backflip could probably be actually a little bit less sensitive. All right, that felt more natural. I felt like I needed more air than that to do an actual backflip, and that felt realistic. Oh, man, we're catching edges can be... These skis really catch edges, like, really well. There we go. Yeah. Okay. All right, that's feeling good. And then let's try, like, 360. I've never seen a snowmobile do a 360 before, come to think of it. All right, I probably could lower that sensitivity a little bit too. Has anyone done a 360 on a snowmobile? I mean, people must have. Is doing it off this rock gonna be a bad idea? Oh boy. I am taking damage on some of the landings sometimes. The snow isn't that soft. 360. Okay, I felt like that was a reasonable speed. All right, what about, how about a front flip? Anyone ever do a front flip on a snowmobile? That seems ridiculous. Snowmobile stunts, like compared to a motorcycle or like a dirt bike, I feel like snowmobiles they look so much more clunky than a dirt bike. Like they have to be so much harder to do any tricks on. All right, can I still do like a wheelie? Or I guess a tracky? Look at this. This is actually pretty cool. Anyone ever done this? Honestly, like everything I'm doing on a snowmobile, I've never seen snowmobile stunts that much. I've seen a backflip before, but oh, there's mud here? First time seeing that, but I've never really seen someone do like a wheelie type thing or a 360. And maybe like even a corkscrew. All right, let's see if we can get up this mountain on here. I did wish it was a little bit faster. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to consider a boost. All right, so these are our thruster choices. We don't really have a lot of options, especially if we want it to feel or look natural still. I mean, we could do that. That actually might be our most natural option. I mean, that'll clearly be shift to boost. I don't think it's going to give us that much of an extra speed boost, but it should be enough. All right, yeah, it does help us on this. Like I'm going like 90, 86, 90, and then when I use it, we're bumping up to 100. Oh yeah, it does make a difference. It definitely makes a difference, especially if you're going uphill. Yeah. Okay, this thing's feeling pretty good. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. The turns are a little rough when the outside edge catches. Oh, come on, we're doing a hill climb. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we can't do this part right here. That's actually really surprising. Come on. We're going downhill. It's too steep here. That genuinely surprised me. Oh, no. Okay, stunt time. Woo! Oh, my goodness. That was pretty epic. I can't face down the hill. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, let's go. Full speed ahead. Backflip. Oh, this is so epic. There we go. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're just going to continue to follow the path of least resistance. Oh, it's getting muddy here. All right, let's see if we can go off of this bank here. Ready? 360 off the bank. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That was almost satisfying. This is turning into what I wanted it to turn into. I think its acceleration is a little slower than I would have hoped for, but for what we've made, I think this is pretty good. Double spiral. Ooh, barely made it. Definitely damaged it. I think that's another thing about snowmobiles that I get the sense of with zero experience is I feel like they're a lot more fragile than a dirt bike. So messing up a stunt is probably going to be a lot more costly. They probably cost more than dirt bikes too, huh? Whoa. I feel like the snow should cushion collision damage a lot more than it is. All right, I think I see another spot that I want to try to add thrust to. We're going to add these thrusters in here. That should give us a little bit of an extra boost. Oh yeah, that's a lot more noticeable now. We should be able to conquer this hill this time. I wasn't planning for it to be partly hill climbing challenge. Front flip. Oh yeah, that's epic. This is actually really fun. The extra boost makes this so much more fun going uphill because we actually have the power to push through. 360. Yes. Come on, keep going. Keep going. It's struggling. I think this is the part we couldn't get up before. This is pretty steep. Look at that. All right, come on. All the way up to the top. Oh, we're in the clouds now. Oh, yeah. Melvin's up here. Forgot about that. All right, should we, I don't think there's a trail over there. What was that all about? That was violent. Is there a trail? There's not a trail over here. All right, let's follow the trail down. Okay, here we go. All right, ready? Woo! Oh, no. Ow. Uh-oh. Ugh. That was terrible. That we could have done that better. We need to spot our line. We need like a good downhill line on this mountain. I feel like there is one to be had. I mean, we built a stunt snowmobile. We need our X Games stunt line. All right, so we start at the top. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna jump off this a little bit to the right though. Land. And we have another epic jump. We don't want too much speed because we want to try to hit the downslope. We're gonna land. Then I feel like we go over this way. Jump off of that. Land. And then go through here. And then we're gonna do a rock jump. I think that could be pretty cool. The transition to it's probably gonna be bad. And we can go over here. And then we go through there. I'm not gonna remember any of that. This is unrehearsed, but planned. Okay, here we go. All right, we gotta go a little bit more right. Backflip. Land it. 360. I could have done a 5 or 720 there. Land it. Ow. All right, and then we're going over this way. I think I missed what I intended to do completely. Yeah, I was supposed to be further to the right. All right, let's see if we can make our way over there real quick. Yeah, we're going this way, and then here's where we're doing the rock jump. Oh, yeah, that transition's bad. There we go. Backflip. Ow. We're getting kind of damaged. And then I think I wanted to go over here. This is just a bad line. It's not very smooth to drive it. All right, quick repair. All right, here we go. We're going to do a corkscrew off of this. There we go. Now we got another jump right here. Gonna do a quick backflip. All right, and then backflip corkscrew. Okay. And then one last, I don't know how this is gonna work. Ready, stall. Oh. Ugh. Yes. That was pretty epic. Use it as kind of like a kicker. Took a lot of damage on it though. All right, can we use this one too? Ready? Ah, dang. Wasn't as smooth on that. And I highly doubt this is a thing, but can we go on the water? I mean, well, we have no more thrust on the water, really. So that doesn't really make sense. Never actually went on the ice with it yet. Seems to work pretty well. Okay, here we go. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. Okay, come on. All right, ready? Good landing. I don't know what's around here. Looks like a good jump right over here. Oh, come on. Front flip. Oh, this is a bad landing, though. Oh. All right, it does go pretty fast with the boost now. Whoa. You can't turn sharp when it's going fast, though. Oh, look at this. Here we go. There's something over here. It's like a built-in jump. All right. Can we make this jump here? Let's try it. It's not the smoothest run up. All right, right here. And then full speed. Woo! Okay. That's not enough of a run up. Ooh, look at that ice cave. This is fancy. Have I been in here before? Oh, that's all there is. I probably got like a piece out of here in the main campaign. A little kicker. Yeah. All right, well, I did it. We built a stunt snowmobile. I think it looks pretty good for a snowmobile. And functionally, feels fun to drive. The biggest downside to it, in my opinion, is turning at speed isn't that great. Oh yeah, that was a good one. the outside edge likes to catch and tip us a little bit. I mean, at like a normal speeds without the boost, it's actually not that bad. But once you start adding boost in and picking up like 100-kilometer plus speeds, then the steering's pretty bad. But other than that, feels great for a stunt snowmobile. I like that you can actually wheelie with it. That's really fun. And yeah, full control over what stunts you want to do. Ah. Sometimes the landings aren't that great. So yeah, if you guys have any other ideas on stuff you'd like to see in Trailmakers, definitely let me know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.